Accio. I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Byrne after all. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this. Revelio.
Hogwarts.
Have you ever had a cauldron meal?
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
One common room that everyone wishes they could get in, and that's humbug. It's been that way for 1,000 years, or so Garlic said.
Revelio.
And if it's double potions?
Revelio. 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 Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
nice to see you, my young friend.
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. That's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Confringo. Wingardium Levioso. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Do cooperate, won't you? Revelio. Levioso. Professor Howard will never believe this.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lad.
Revelio. Levioso. I'll look after you. Revelio. harm. Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
There's a hole in my pocket.
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be...
Yeah, another human.
Petrificus totalis.
Show yourself, if you're there. Who's there?
What was that? Petrificus totalis. Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Depulso! Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Revelio. Loop. A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Merlin himself will be there. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo! Arresto momentum! Who lived here, I wonder? Accio! Confringo! Arresto momentum! Confringo! That's that. What do we have here? Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Afraid to fight. Always my turn to patrol.
Petrificus totalis. Goodness. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio.
Someone out there?
Petrificus totalis. Revelio. Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need. Petrificus totalis.
Quiet as a grapple, you are.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
We'll reclaim what it...
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. What went on here, I wonder? Petrificus Totalis. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. This looks like trouble. What will we find in here? Revelio.
What's that? Who's there? It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Wait a moment.
I'm getting
Incendio.
What are you doing? What is this?
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Couldn't pay me
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
Who's there? Someone there?
Next time I see Fig or that student...
Petrificus Totalis.
Huh? Who is he?
Hello?
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
A boiler door. How to open it? Petrificus Totalis. Revenue. Glad I was never locked up here. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that.
You will regret coming here.
You've one less follower, Revelio. Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio. What's down there? Revelio. Petricus Titanus. Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Revelio!
You should know better than that.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
This is where you fail.
Accio!
Dead. No! One less human to worry about. I've been fighting since before. I won't rest. Pity.
Leviosa! Accio! Repulsor! Expelliarmus!
Back to the pit!
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Ranrock has fooled you all, to your demise. Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio.
Oh, thank Merlin, thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Revelio. Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio.
You haven't had mushrooms like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself. Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Propendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Flipendo! Confringo! Protego! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Revelio.
What? Aha! There you are!
Oh, here's a sad-looking place.
Over here!
Protego!
The move of a coward!
Depulso! Levioso! Descendo!
I will make you pay.
Revelio. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
A lamb to the slaughter.
One there.
Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Levioso! Revelio. Levioso. Professor. Revelio. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Confringo.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards and
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio.
How nice of you to stop by.
Who lived here, I wonder? Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio.
Cup of mushroom tea. One less human to worry about.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. That's that. Settled. Revelio.
Everyone in Upper Hogwarts.
Revelio. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. That solves that. Revelio. Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
I should be going now. Thank you.
Mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Revelio. This place has seen better days.
Let's have a look, shall we? You won't be disappointed, I can promise you that. So nice of you to stop by.
Revelio.
bit of dying, are we?
Revelio.
Untempered meander into the mine brings sure ruin. No more. Could do worse than pit upon board. Shopkeepers keep their shelves full.
Expelliarmus!
Is that meant to be an attack of some sort?
How does he run?
That was a mistake!
Incendio! Barely felt that at all.
Incendio!
Just another arrogant child.
Levioso!
Now you're just getting on my... Expulso!
Stupid!
Really enjoying the view.
Levioso!
Incendio! Is that all then? You will not survive this fight! Are you even trying? Incendio! Tripping totale!
Levioso! Finite!
Incendio!
Petrificus totale! What shall you do now?
Expulso! No! What are you doing?
Incendio! Confringo!
Protego! Incendio!
Levioso!
Incendio!
Incendio!
Expulso! Pathetic!
Levioso!
Expulso! Confringo! Thought you had me there. Ah. Expulso! Protego! Need to be quicker than that. Incendio! Incendio! Expulso!
Glacier! Expelliarmus!
Incendio! Expulso!
Glacier! Capulso! Expelliarmus! Defindo! No one... Revelio! Flipendo! Flipendo! That's that. Settled. Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time?
Nuisance when supplies run low, though.
Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Flipendo! Confringo! Revelio!
Yes, but only muggles fall to such ailments.
Focus Totalis! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Flipendo! Revelio!
Oh, you know.
Levioso! Protego! Confringo!
Made a grave mistake.
Protego!
You can't hold out for
Confringo!
One over there. Had enough?
Protego!
Is that the best you can? Oh, what's the light go out of
Petrificus Totalis!
Venite!
Rookwood's
Expulso! Protego!
Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Just do fundamental training.
Confringo!
How does that feel?
Scurry back to Hogwarts.
Potato!
Confringo! Incendio!
I'm not done with you. Pay me.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Expulso! Depulso!
Had all their teaching in school these days.
Expelliarmus! Defendo!
Shall we finish?
Expelliarmus! Revelio! Aloha Mora. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio.
You can't...
Wonder who lives here. Not sure how.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Goblins will finally rule over... What's that? An intruder! How do you expect you? An utterly pitiful display.
How childish!
No!
Descendo!
I won't rest.
Incendio!
You've made your last mistake. How you have split less human to worry about.
Incendio! Levioso! Descendo! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Descendo!
Let's get this over with.
Lucky, that's all! Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest.
Levioso! Descendo!
Easily diverted. Enough of this. You ought to cut back on.
Expelliarmus! Compulso!
Who is it? Ranrock, well, are you quite finished?
Depulso! Expelliarmus!
This was pitiful. When do you think you give up? No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Protego!
Oh, my Philip, is that the best you could do? This is sad. Really, it is.
Depulso!
Get away with that.
Fringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Glacius!
You've made your last mistake. You will. One less human to watch. You're weak, human.
Descendo!
Rather unwise. Come get away.
Confringo!
Let's get this over with.
There! Accio! Levioso! Descendo!
You are postponing me. Impressed? Call that spell casting?
Accio! Levioso! Stringo!
Truly.
Confringo!
Best the likes of me.
Accio! Descendo!
What is a pumpkin?
Levioso! Accio!
I won't dead. Just you wait till I'm on the ground.
The Protego! Glacius! Compulso!
Who do you think you are?
Stupefy! Expelliarmus!
Let your best.
Glacius! Compulso!
Your spells glance off of me.
Levioso! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Pity. That's right. Compulso.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar.
Revelio.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, And this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Capulso!
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
Wingardium Leviosa.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
Revelio.
They're simply
Lumos.
strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio. Lumos. Depulso. Incendio. Lumos.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother, until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! Yes!
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes!
Accio!
A draw? That simply won't do. A rematch then. Good match.
But of course.
Accio!
You'll have to do better than that. Accio! What was I thinking? You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes!
Accio!
That was sensational! How about that? I won!
But of course...
Accio!
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! Yes! How am I to top that? Accio! Yes!
Accio!
That's not what I needed. That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
Revelio!
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Settle yourself. I mean, you know. I'll look after you. Professor Howard will never believe this.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Why do we have to take astronomy? What's even magic?
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
I tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not...
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier, in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not
Revelio.
as tidy as I expected.
Incendio!
Poor cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You're welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Revelio.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Mother's rolling in.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom, sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Katrin come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Katrin is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Katrin. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale? Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
Glad you were able to stop by.
Revelio. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio. More gold. I must be getting closer.
I deserve better than patrol. What was it? I'm not afraid to fight.
Expelliarmus, Protego, Compulso. Vindo, Glacius. Revelio.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Expelliarmus, Defendo. Revelio. Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Something that was
Expelliarmus! Contago! Defender!
I was
Expelliarmus! Glacius!
That student defeated our encampment in the tower.
Expelliarmus!
Never seen a wizard use magic like that.
Defender!
Huh? Think it? That's the student who released Oaks.
Depulso!
You've been paying attention to defense against the dark arts, I see.
Oh, you think you're...
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Defender!
I will make
Expelliarmus!
I shall avenge
Glacius! Defender! Revelio! Revelio! A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio! That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. 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 Leviosa. I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in.
Hello, nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Thank you for your patronage. It's good luck for me you stopped by today. Thank you for your patronage. Glad you were able to stop by.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracalls. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. I'll not mind seeing you here again.
Revelio.
Consider yourself welcome.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try him.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Poachers. Garniff was right then. Better be careful.
You took that goblin hell!
Pay for that. Perhaps you want to... Incendio! Oh, it's a bit like this. Is that all? They're not
Especially quiet, are you?
Let it split. Bringo!
Glacius! Come on,
Depulso! Expelliarmus! You put quite a... My...
End in the cloud! Reducto!
Defender! Done!
Oh, what's the Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Glacius! Defender!
Reducto!
Repulsor!
Tango! You'll feel that tomorrow. Reducto! So close! Reducto! Confringo! I bet that one hurt.
Depulso! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Confringo! Reducto!
Defender!
Tango! Confringo! How did that feel?
Expelliarmus!
You having the knack at all?
Revelio! Aloha Mora.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit?
Defender! Levioso!
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to golf, shall we? Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Hogs. Revelio. Revelio.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio. Oh. Oh.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something.
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
That is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind.
Revelio.
Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Grimgotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know it's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. And we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. I wonder what that does.
Depulso!
That did it.
Levioso! Descendo! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Lumos.
Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
Revelio.
Depulso! Expelliarmus! Incendium! Capulso!
Revelio. Lumos.
Capulso!
Lumos.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Levioso! Descendo! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Revelio! I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Revelio! Dead end. Must be another way in. Accio! That looks as if it might raise the gate. Depulso! Glacis! Depulso! Arresto Momentum! Wingardium Leviosa! Depulso! Revelio!
It is frustrating that we do not study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly.
Arresto Momentum! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Levioso! Depulso! Arresto Momentum! Glacis! Arresto Momentum! Glacis! Arresto Momentum! Revelio!
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Capulso. Arresto Momentum. Arresto Momentum. Capulso. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Depulso. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Hello, Homura. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter.
Revelio.
We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. Revelio! I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Not the safest place to sneak into. Revelio. Beatrix Totalis. Revelio. Totalis.
Know you then? I hope you have your affairs in order.
Hello, Homura. Revelio. hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso! You like Levioso? Look alive!
Target practice. Bingo! Protect Expelliarmus! Incendio! How does that? Also! Incendio! Glacier!
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Aloha, Mora. Revelio. 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 Depulso. Revelio. I-Wing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Aloha, Mora.
Hurry! Oh! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
from the castle! This is amazing!
Highwing, go! It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you. Of a wizard who is being harassed by Hallow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Hallow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
I know you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Ah, there you are. Wonder who lives here.
Aren't you the student who chased Ranrock's loyalists out of...
I pressed on this regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Hallow. We need to speak with him.
Where are you, Archie?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and...
Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing this. We are providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hypocrites cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly. Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Potato! Incendio!
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine.
Revelio!
A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful.
Leviosa!
Are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways,
Glacius!
It seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Revelio.
It is as I feared. They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes. Sight. That complicates things a little.
Revelio.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you? He's just a child. We should release him. This is the sort of thing that could draw unwanted attention.
Oh, try not to kill me. I'm not done with you. To your knees.
Descendo! You'll feel that tomorrow. It last that long.
Don't do that.
Potato! Stupefy! Depulso!
Resto momentum.
Expelliarmus!
Oh, what's the line?
Depulso! Revelio!
What was that sound? I'll make you wish you were back at school. That's just the beginning. Ha! Noisiest potato in eruption. Don't recommend.
Stupid!
Aha! Back button. Is that the best? I'm just warming up. Barely felt that at all.
Seems your luck ran out.
You're going to regret that. You can't hold out forever. To your knees. Come on, you're afraid to fight back. Disarm my wand, feel my wrath. Reduction! For your knees.
Arrest the
Defender!
Made a great
Depulso!
Ah, how delightful.
Expelliarmus! Arrest all momentum!
They got what they deserved.
Revelio. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Aloha, Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Ray, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
We don't want to worry you. I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
I'll look after you. Settle yourself. I mean, you know. There. I'm not going to hurt you. This will be more useful when I have something to identify.